Welcome to the STARS program, seniors taking active roles in society. And now, here's your host, ANITA FINLEY.
ClearCaptions, that's a very interesting name, and people probably don't know very much about it, but we have an expert, TANIKA EVANS, and she works with ClearCaptions. So tell us, if we saw the name or if you went to a party and they said, so what do you do, TANIKA? What would you say?
Well, I would say that ClearCaptions is a federal-funded telecommunication company. And what we do is we provide completely free $500 closed caption telephones for people with hearing loss.
Okay, and oh, wow. See, I understand that my husband has hearing loss, he has hearing aids, and that's another whole story. So what ClearCaptions then, when the phone rings, if I'm not mistaken, help me with this, phone rings, you actually have, there's printed words, so people know what the person's saying on the phone, right?
That is correct, yes. So whenever someone speaks to you, the words will come across the screen. You'll be able to hear what they say, but you'll also be able to read it as well.
Now, I have a question. What if someone's speaking in Spanish?
Now, our phones does not cover Spanish yet.
He doesn't speak in Spanish. I was just curious.
Right. It's going to be in the near future where our phones will be able to interpret Spanish.
Okay. So why don't you describe how this works? If someone calls you and they say that they want a phone from ClearCaptions, what do? You make an appointment? You come in?
Yes.
What do you have to do?
All they have to do is just call my number. My number is either on some of the newspaper ads. They just have to call my number, and they would be able to, I would come to their house, show them how to use the phone, and that would be it. They do not have to go out and get a doctor's excuse. They do not have to make an appointment with their hearing doctor or local doctor. All they just have to say is just that they have hearing loss, so we take them for their word.
You know, this is one of the most wonderful, hearing what you're saying, one of the most wonderful benefits of the federal government for people with hearing loss, because a lot of the HMOs, the Advantage plans, they give them hearing aids, but they're not really the very best.
No.
But it sounds to me like your company, ClearCaptions, figured out how those people, whether their hearing aids are the best or not, can still function in life.
Yes. It's very important for our company. We realize that there's such a huge portion of our population with hearing loss. Over 55 million people have hearing loss. Or the more people that are coming out of the military, 90% of those guys, they come out with hearing loss. With all the new technology out with the speaker phones over, kids' heads, we realize they're going to have hearing loss. So the number is just growing as far as hearing loss. And our company just wants to be a blessing to people so they can continue to communicate with their loved ones.
Well, one thing that my husband is still in business, and he gets phone calls, and inevitably he gets a couple of words wrong. Now, a couple of words you can still function.
Yes.
But a lot of times people who really don't have good hearing aids, they don't know what's going on around them. And to have this kind of an instrument, so what happens? The phone rings, and does it just automatically? Tell me how it all works.
Well, the phone rings, and then they will either pick up the phone or they can press speaker. So they don't necessarily have to have the phone up to their ear. They can actually talk to a person on speakerphone as well. And so they have that option. So while someone is speaking to them, they can read everything. Now, whatever they say, the words will not come across the screen. It's only what the other person is speaking to them. That's the only thing that's going to come across the screen. And the phone also has a built-in answer machine as well. So if they don't pick up the phone and someone leaves a voicemail, they can go back and read the voicemails as well as hear it as well. So they have both options.
So what if you have extensions in your house? So what does that have? So when it goes on the first one, what happens to the extension? It doesn't. You have like a base. The base.
Yes.
Right?
Well, we would turn that off. We would turn the answer machine off with their current base. The phone is going to ring with all of the cordlesses in the house. Their phone number is not going to change. Nothing is going to change in their house. This is just an addition to all of the telephones that they currently have in their home.
I see. I was really amazed to think that this is a very expensive gadget. And,
it is.
And it's for free.
It is. It is for free, completely free. So there's no hidden charges. There's no monthly charges. There's no installation fees. There's no fees for me to come out. Nothing. If there is a problem with the phone in the future, we would come out and we would replace it at no charge to them.
Well, I'm going to give some information here to call you. So let's see. TANIKA Evans. So if someone, I don't see if, I guess so. Is your phone number let's see, 954-774-8792?
That is my phone number,
It's
yes.
your phone number, day or night, huh?
That is my phone number, day and night,
Okay, well,
yes.
anyone listening to this, if you have any hearing impairment, TANIKA just clearly said you don't have to prove it with a license. You don't have to prove it with anything. You go and you live, as long as you're not homeless, because if you're homeless, there's no phone, right?
That's right.
We're going to get you out of being homeless, though. But she's not going to do it, even though she would love to do it. She's got this beautiful necklace on that says love.
Yes.
And nowadays, we need a lot of love.
We need a lot of love, yes.
I love that necklace, TANIKA. So, ClearCaptions, phone number is 954-774-8792. And ClearCaptions provides a text of phone conversations for people with hearing loss. And certified as caption telephone provided by the Federal Communications Commission, which is the FCC, ClearCaptions offers an innovative suite of communication services on a variety of platforms, including personal computers, mobile devices, and home phones. Okay, let's go back to the personal computers. How does that work?
Well, they don't have to have a computer in their house. All they just have to have is a home phone line, and they have to have internet. So it can be a Wi-Fi connection, or it could be just the box, the wireless router inside of their home. But they do not have to have a computer in order to have the phone.
It works only through the phone jack.
The phone jack, which is plugged in with their base and all of the other cordlesses in the house. So we just plug it into the phone jack, and then we connect it to their internet.
Now, I know this is stupid, but you may not know because I don't think you're an engineer, but how does the talk turn into writing?
Through the internet. What we use is voice recognition. So we use that technology, the same technology that's on your cell phone. If you speak into your cell phone, it will hear it. It's the same recorder that we use.
That's amazing to me. Can you imagine who was the inventor of ClearCaptions? Is that your boss?
No, I do not know who's the inventor, but I can tell you who makes our phones is Clarity.
Clarity makes,
and they're out of Chattanooga, Tennessee.
So they came up with this idea. How long have they been around? How long has this been around?
Clarity has been around for a very long time, but our company has only been in business for 3 years.
And where are you actually located here in South Florida?
We're located. I'm in Sunrise. I'm located in Sunrise. I'm an independent rep, but our company is actually located out of Rockland, California.
I see. So they have independent reps.
Yes, all across the country.
Take care of this.
Yes.
Are there a lot of? There's going to only be one of you, because I can tell you
There's
that.
only one of me.
Right, but in South Florida, are you the representative?
Yes.
Big job.
It is a huge job.
You like to drive, I hope.
I do. I do. I love to see people and to just put a smile on different people's faces.
I bet you get a lot of hugs.
I get a lot of hugs. I've been adopted into a lot of families. I'm a daughter of quite a few people.
Well, because you can figure out what that must be like when they first. So before you leave, you test it out, and they now, for the first time, can read what they're hearing?
Yes, they can read it. They can, see it. We can make the words larger on the screen. So if they have, eyesight problems, we can make the words larger for them to be able to read it. We can change the background of the color. So if it's, too bright, we can flip-flop it. So we try to do everything that we can as a company to make sure that this is an easy transition for them And to see their faces light up, to be able to make a difference in someone's life. I had a lady who hasn't talked to her loved ones in 3 years.
And why? Because she
could not hear, and her family members were tired of trying to contact her, and they were yelling and screaming, and they still couldn't hear anything. And she couldn't hear, and they couldn't hear. I mean, they were really just like tired of yelling and screaming. So I put this phone into her house, and she called, some of her grandkids, and she just started crying because she realized all that time that was missed and that she could not hear what they were saying, and now she could hear.
And it's easy to, so what happens? The phone rings and it goes into automatic, or does she have to do something?
Well, they have to either pick up the phone like a regular phone, the handset, pick up the phone, or they can press answer. It'll say right in the middle of the screen, answer. So if they press answer, it automatically goes to the speakerphone. So they don't have to pick up the headset. They don't have to have it to their ear if they don't want to.
This is like a miracle. This company should really get an award from the federal government or the Department of Elder Affairs or something.
They should, because we know as a company, we never want to charge the seniors because we know that 90% of seniors are on a fixed income. So we never want to charge. But some of our competitors, they do charge.
Well, you're going to go to ClearCaptions. Forget that. ClearCaptions, and it's TANIKA Evans. And the phone number is 954-774-8792. Remember, this is Pencil Talk Radio because you really want to get, you want to write that number down. Again, it's 954-774-8792. And the big thing is we're going to see you at the Boomer Expo.
Yes, you will.
It's coming up on Tuesday, July the 26th.
I look forward to it.
And if you wear that pretty dress, no one's going to miss you.
That is true.
And do you actually have the machines with you so people see it?
Yes, I will have a display of the phones, and they will be in demo mode, and they can see how they work.
Huh. ClearCaptions. That's a really exciting inventor. I have always loved the elder population, and I've been doing this for almost 30 years now. And I used to go to seminars and places that had the new technology. When computers first came out, there was a way that you could be on a computer. I even forget what the name originally was. And anything that's unique that will help an older adult, I love. And the ClearCaptions is fairly new in my life, in my mind. I don't know how, you said it's been around for quite a while.
No, well, ClearCaptions has only been in business for 3 years.
Well, that's why.
Now, our parent company that owns us, which is called Purple Communication, they have actually been in business for 35 years.
Making these or other things?
No, they deal with the completely deaf community. So they have products where sign languaging works for someone that's completely deaf. They have telephones for people that are completely deaf.
How does that work? I love that.
I know. It's amazing to see. They would have to see each other, and they can sign language to each other by looking at each other on the screen.
No kidding.
Yes.
And is that free for them?
I don't know if that's free.
But it's the same kind of a thing. They're taking people with
They are completely, yes. Our company that owns us, they deal with the completely deaf population.
TANIKA, you are terrific. I am so glad to hear about all this. I always learn so much from our guests. So call her at 954-774-8792. See you at the expo.
Thank you.